Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at knottylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, bringing you the latest and trending topics and I vlog my life. Happy Friday to my naughty crew. What's up? I hope you all had a wonderful 420. Yes. Okay, my 420 was awesome. Hey, Nikwa. Everybody, we just want to give people a chance to load up in the room. So today, you guys, today, child, it's so much going on in Hollywood, on YouTube. So much going on. Okay, we got Cardi B season Tasha K's property. All right. We also got that teacher that whooped that girl behind. That's one going. Got an update on that. All right. She been charged. She has been charged. All right. We got LATTO and Leary trending. Okay. Apparently people not feeling her new track that she dropped at Coachella. And Leary wanna fight. All right. We're gonna get into that. We got Stevie J ordered to return Faith's car. Okay, he took her car without permission. The whole bum that he is. Okay. All right, we got Bambi fake ass apology because she want to save Faith. And we got this IG model coming out here talking about little baby, her baby daddy. Okay, and just before that, Lil Durk was her baby daddy. Okay, so we want to analyze that, break down. I got so much, but please make sure y'all hitting that like, subscribe, and that bell button so you can be notified when I update content to my channel. Make sure you're following us on our different social media platforms. They are scrolling in the banner below. Okay, so follow us. We follow you back. And if anybody has like a product or a new business that they would like to advertise, we do have sponsorships and advertising space available on the channel. Just hit me up via email or on DM and we'll talk. All right. And I'm not gonna promote products that I can't use. So I'm gonna test it out first before I recommend it to my naughty crew. All right, because we gotta make sure all is well. And I am here for it. Yes, I am. And thank you to all of y'all hanging out in my bushes. Just please make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? That helps the video move through YouTube's algorithm. And besides, it's free. I don't be over here begging, but donations are appreciated, all right? All these things help the channel to grow. And don't forget to place your orders for your head wraps, all right? We have them for men. We have them for women. We have them for babies. We have them for all, okay? We have them for people who don't even know how to rap, all right? And also, if you want to learn how to rap, I offer rapping sessions. All right. Willing to give my time. All right. And y'all know time is money. So up first, the first story I want to get into is Marcus Houston. That's who I left out of the lineup. He is trending for his predatory ways. Let's just talk about it. I'm just this whole situation with Marcus Houston and his wife
That's
is
suspicious. That's weird.
it's very weird and suspicious. Okay, he met her when she was 17, but did not start courting her until she was officially 18. And mind you, the wife has a whole history too. All right, because she's a whole runaway. She was a whole runaway, and she ran away from foster care because she wanted to be with her mom, I guess. And I guess she laid low that whole time until she stumbled upon Marcus Houston and what's the other Chris Stokes or Chris Pokes, as they say in these YouTube streets. Shout out to Lovely T. All right. So the circumstances under which they met, it's just all very odd. Like, it's really on the verge of. And at the end of the day, sorry guys, I'm just trying to make sure this doesn't play while I'm talking. At the end of the day, it's a close knit timeline. Now, Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes, they're all a part of the Jehovah Witness community, which I was born and raised into. And let me tell you something about the Jehovah Witness community. They get married young. They get married young. They are pressure. There's really no dating process, okay? If it's someone you're interested in, they figure by like the third day, you need to know if that is your wife. All right. And at that point, you need to start making plans to get married. It's just like that. It is grooming at the best. All right. Let me tell you something about the history of Jehovah's Witness. And I'm not going to say all Jehovah's Witnesses are bad. There are some very good ones out there. All right. And to each their own in their beliefs. I'm not here to offend anyone or tell anyone what to believe or what they practice. I'm giving my opinion based on my experience with that community. And I witnessed a lot of things. All right. If you look it up, you could go right on YouTube. Their community tends to say coddle predators. And let me tell you why. I think this community attracts a lot of predators. It's because of the rules and the standards that they go by. So, like, excuse me, let's just say you was SA'd by someone within the organization and you reported. They have what you call a two witness rule. So if nobody's not there to witness it, your claims go unfounded, unaddressed, period. Period. And as you know, in situations like that, there's usually what are the likelihood of someone being a witness to that? Okay, it's usually done in secret. All right. But Marcus, you got some explaining to do, brother, and you trying to avoid it, and that's why you doing this tour through different channels, have you? So he recently sat down with Page Six. And of course, they naturally asked about the age gap between him and his wife. And I feel like he had some very deflective, narcissistic answers, if you ask me. We're going to get into the interview. We're going to break it down and we're going to discuss it. Okay, hold on.
Like, man, I just can't catch a break. But it might be true because everybody thought I was their husband. And I'm sorry, ladies, I'm taken. And, Maya got me. So, I mean, if you want to be jealous, you can be jealous.
We are here to democratize last mile.
Sorry guys, this is acting stupid. We're gonna wait for this commercial to pass and we'll get into it. Let's see. Yeah, see, it skipped to this story and I don't even know where it came from. Sorry guys. This is disgusting. StreamYard, stop. All right, we're gonna let it load up. So basically he was trying to say, like, you know, he damned if he do, he damned if he don't. He doesn't like dating anyone his age because people his age comes with baggage. Yeah, the age of technology. It happens to the best of us. And I ain't going to sit here stressing it because I saw most of the interview and I know what it's about. I just wanted you guys to see just in case. And maybe I'll just read it. Oh, here it goes. It came up again. Let's try to play it again. It's really, really slow. So anyway, he talked about basically, you know, he found his deep love with this young girl who has not lived. The only thing she knows is the grooming process. Yes, exactly. Exactly, Nikwa. Older men come with baggage too. Like, I don't necessarily want to be dealing with, you know, your baby mama situations and things like that. Let's see if it comes up now.
So interested in me and interested in my wife and so interested. But what can we create so what we can run with? Because he doesn't give us anything, you know. So I think that's a lot of the reason why people make up stuff too, because they just can't get it from me.
But don't part of you want to say, well, damn, at least she's black. That's a black woman I'm married. Like,
you know what I'm saying? And that's true. Like, I like all through the immature days, we would have light-skinned girls in our videos like, why can't you get a sister? Why can't you get a black girl? And then it's like, oh, y'all only like skinny girl. And it's just like, you know, the plus size women was coming out. And I'm just like, man, I just can't catch a break. But it might be true because everybody thought I was their husband. And I'm sorry, ladies, I'm taken. And, you know, Maya got me. So, I mean, if you want to be jealous, you can be jealous. But
Naughty Crew. I never wanted Marcus Houston to be my husband. How about y'all? I mean, we do anything for clout. He doing anything to deflect from the fact that he groomed that young girl or whatever. And at the end of the day, Marcus, just say it. You wanted to be with a virgin. You wanted to be the only man that she was with. And that's why you locked it down so fast. But I don't never ever remember in my mind. Like, I like when they was in Immature and stuff. They had like maybe one little song that I like, but I mean, it wasn't like New Edition. You know what I'm saying? When New Edition hit, where you had your little crushes on each one of them. Or it wasn't like Boys to Men or Shy or Silk. Yeah, you make me go down memory lane. I'm showing my age now. Okay, let's get right into it.
You know, just love me. Watch the movies, watch the entertainment, just watch my life from a distance. You know, I married a sister and you know, she's beautiful and smart and talented and she's caring and loving and she's everything that I saw myself being in a relationship with.
Right.
And you know, when you look at a person's qualities, like I was talking to one of my friends and I was saying, yeah, okay, I'm 41, right? She's 22. I could have married a 41-year-old woman and it could have been disastrous. They could have felt like, you know, because I'll sit and talk to women and women that are my age, and they kind of have a different outlook on life. You know, a lot of women my age are very independent. They are very like, you know, I don't need a man to do this for me because I could do this for myself. And I come from a generation that I'm very, very, you know, love to.
Maybe we got to be independent because it's just not, there's no more men out here that are like providers and things like that. This is really one-sided, and I feel like he's full of it. It's a big deflection tactic to try to escape from the obvious. The fact that this young girl was so young, she has not lived. And although she was an adult, it looks like she came from a broken situation or whatever. And it looks like Chris Stokes was hiding this young lady, basically. Submissive. And Jehovah's Witnesses are big on their women being submissive. The men in that community, they want the women to be submissive. And let's just say that community, the men could be very like mentally abusive. Seriously. And he reminds me of a typical elder.
To provide for my wife. I love to provide for my woman. And I'm very in that generation, like the old days, you know. I would never want to be with a woman that felt like, oh, I don't need you, or I don't, you know what I'm saying, like that. So, you know, and there's a lot of women my age. I've dated women my age, and you know, they may have baggage, they may have kids, they may have not. You know, it's just there's so many different women that I've dated throughout my life, and this just so happened to be the one that caught my heart.
So, what was your red flags like when you like dating through all through? I know you probably met like some of the most beautiful women in the world. What was some like red flags? Like, no, you're out. No, like a red flag. He's like, I'm done. Next.
Red flag for me always if a woman had a kid. Nothing against single women, single mothers with children. I respect them. I love them. I feel like that's one of the toughest jobs, to raise a child and to also raise a child by yourself and to be a woman. 100% tip my hat. Respect to the women that are raising children on their own. But just with me, for when I grew up, I never really wanted kids. And, you know, I would talk to my dad a lot, and he would always tell me, look, have your own kids, because you never want to have, you know, you don't know what the baby daddy's about, you know. So, you know, if you're going to have kids, make sure as a woman that they never had kids before, you can have your own. So I kind of like stuck to that. So that was always my red flag. But then that's a personal choice.
Right.
You know, that was my personal red flag. And a woman with an attitude. Like, just, I don't like women with attitudes, with funky attitudes that, you know, and, you know, my wife is complete opposite of that. She's so sweet. Like, everybody that meets her falls in love with her. She's a people person. She loves everybody. She loves my whole family.
Basically what he's saying, he don't want no ghetto ass chick. That's it. That's what he's saying in a nutshell. That's what he's saying. He's got, and look, to each his own. I get it. I get it. You want all your kids by one person, and I appreciate him having standards. But why you gotta put down anybody else outside of that? Hey, Miss Bugs, what's going on, love? I understand the attitude part. I understand it too. But none of this explains why you married a girl so young. I'm just saying, like, to me, it's about control. It's about control. You heard him say, like, I like to provide for my woman. Basically what he's saying, I like for my woman to be 100% dependent on me so she can't go nowhere. To me, it's kind of like he projected his insecurity, if you ask me. If to go from not wanting kids and all of a sudden you're a father, that's interesting. Still predatory.
Embrace my lifestyle. And that was another thing. A red flag for me was a woman that didn't embrace my lifestyle, because I have a huge life. You have all these people that I know that are my family. I have all this extended family. I have a career. I'm always gone. I'm always busy. And to find a woman that could embrace all of that and say, bring it on. That was a deal for me with Maya, because she was just like, I love it all. Let's just move. Let's go.
Naughty crew, I say he full of it. And yes, Nikwa, he dodged the damn question, basically in a whole roundabout way. I'm so over it. It's just like, answer the question already. I'd rather you just be direct with me than give all these excuses of why you're not dating other people in your age bracket. Seriously. And it's usually because you can't handle a woman like that, because they ain't going to sit back and let you order them around and be super submissive and things like, yeah, like they going to challenge you. That's why you don't want nobody in your age group. Let's just call a spade a spade. Seriously. And I'm just so over him and Chris Stokes dodging, because as you know, Rasby has come out and made allegations not only against Chris Stokes but also against Marcus. And it's like, I wonder where he learns these behaviors from. And another question I want to throw out there: how would he feel if it was his daughter now? Because he now has a daughter. He now has a daughter. Let me show you pictures of the family. Let me show you. Let me show you pictures of the happy family. It's just weird. But Marcus Houston, I think you're tooting your horn way too much. I mean, she's a gorgeous girl. Baby is gorgeous. But I wonder, how would he feel if this was his baby girl marrying a man twice her age? I have a feeling it's kind of a double standard. But Marcus, ain't nobody checking for you like that. And I think that's why you're doing this, because you need to make some money for that baby. It would be interesting when she finally grow into her own and realize that she's been groomed. She's been groomed. Okay? She's been groomed. But at the end of the day, guys, she's an adult. She made her choices. And this is her journey. And she too will wake up one day and realize she deserves more. All right. But Marcus Houston's bandmate from Immature has spoken out in regards to this interview. And I thought it was interesting, and I want to share it with you guys to see what you think. So, Immature member Rome speaks out against his former group member Marcus Houston. Okay, Rome is the one that used to wear the patch on his eye. Let me see what some of these comments are saying. You know what? Good point, Nikwa. You are so right. He may help groom his daughter for her future husband. Yup. And that's what they do in the Jehovah's Witness community. And they get married young. You want to know why? Because they don't want to be caught having sex out of wedlock. All right. So Rome posted his thoughts. And shout out to It's On Site for dropping this regarding Marcus's thoughts on dating people his age. So he says, it's unfortunate that in the moment of mourning and grieving my brother, I would have to speak on statements that I do not agree with. But as a member of Immature, I would like to extend my sincerest apologies in regards to the insensitive statements made by my former group member, Marcus Houston. We were raised by a tribe of strong, independent women who faced hardships. we will never fully understand. Women today have enough battles to endure, including the policing of their bodies, equal pay in the workplace, and beauty standards. It is never okay. It is never okay to degrade one group of women in order to praise another. Black women, in particular, are often on the receiving end of the constant negative stereotypes they fight against daily. And as an adolescent group of the 90s, we did not fully understand the concept of colorism in the entertainment industry and never intentionally isolated any particular group of women in our music videos. We would be nothing without the loyal fans who have stood by us for 3 decades, some who happen to now be hardworking single mothers. As artists, it has always been important to us that the content of our music and who we represent as men would never disrespect women, especially of color. And his views do not reflect those of the group. I thought that was very well spoken. And thank you, King, for honoring the queens and speaking up for us, because you did not have to do this. Because, I mean, his comment was definitely on point. Yes. And it's true. Like, we're critiqued on so many different levels, from work to our relationships, to our bodies, to our fashions, and things like that. And the struggle is real. And the problem I have, and shout out to Lovely T because she brought this up. The problem I have, they real quick to drag us, Black women. They real quick to drag us, but they're not quick to drag their counterparts. All these men out here spreading their seed everywhere. The Futures, the Nick Cannons, the P. Diddy's. They never quit to call them on their reckless behavior. But we're made to feel as single mothers that we're less than, or we're not important enough to even consider dating. Go out and come back in. I'm gonna drop the link just in case anybody wants to come up and sound off on the topics. Okay, so we just got into Marcus Houston. Okay, it's been a lot of suspicious activity around his camp. All right, you know, his wife is 20 years younger, half his age. All right, he married her when she was exactly 18. We found out that she was a runaway and missing. Okay. And conveniently, they met at 17, got married at 18. And they now have a child. So we have questions, Marcus, and you still have not answered the questions. But I think the statement from his group member coming out, Rome, is him saying he doesn't agree with the circumstances behind his relationship. What do who have in common? Chris Stokes, if you ask me. That's what I think. Chris Stokes. So I'll leave the link for anybody who wants to look into this further. But I just wanted to bring that story because it's been really popping out here in these YouTube streets. And folks are going crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nico, what do you think they have in common? Him and his wife? Trauma. Trauma. Okay, let's see who we're going to get into next. Let me know what your thoughts are regarding the last story. I have a feel-good story because, my crush, my chocolate crush is Mars Chestnut, and I wish he was not married. I swear to God, because I just think he is so fine. But I love to celebrate Black love over here at Knotty Love Movement, okay? So Mars Chestnut reveals he's been married for 27 years and never cheated. He says, I know I have a good woman. All right. When you know, you know. And they have a beautiful, beautiful family. And for him, and this is them at the Hollywood Walk of Fame when he got his star, well deserved. I love Morris Chestnut, and I love his body of work, and I love how he protects his privacy and his family. And you never hear about him in these streets. Hey, Deborah, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody is welcome to come up. I dropped a link to sound off on any of these topics, but I wanted to celebrate some Black love with Morris Chestnut. Him and his wife have been together 27 years. Fine chocolate brother. She really called her a good one. And they've been rocking, okay, through everything. And I'm sure it wasn't easy. Because marriage is work, you guys. Marriage is work. I know. Shout out to Juice Radio. And talk show. She did a live today. She was too funny. And she said, ladies, I'm going to teach you how to keep a healthy marriage for 20 years. And her husband wanted to buy a lawnmower and he was trying to get her credit card. And so she said, oh, I can go over here. She said, yeah, this is how you keep your husband. When they start asking you about money, you dip off and go find something else to do so they can use their card. Yes, 23 years. Black love. I love it. Congratulations. I hope y'all have many, many more. Seriously. Okay. So, who do I want to do next? Woo! I want to give an update on the teacher that beat the ish out of a student after a student tried to attack her behind her taking her cell phone. We did that story earlier in the week. And come to find out, she is a substitute teacher. Okay. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for dropping it. So, substitute teacher, student charged after classroom brawl at North Carolina High School. Sub tells her side. So, let's get into it.
Police have charged both a student and a teacher for a fight at a Rocky Mount high school that was posted on social media earlier this week. The fight happened on Monday in a classroom. Xaviera Steele, a substitute teacher, was charged with a simple assault, as was the student through juvenile petition. Police said no injuries were reported. A video posted on social media showed the student confronting a teacher, with the two ending up in a fight on the floor of the classroom. Steele was on top of the girl during the video. The teacher was released on a written promise to appear in court.
Hey, everybody. Here's the teacher. You wanted to hear from the teacher? Here I am. First of all, I want to say I love everybody. Thank you for your support. Yes, people have been getting threats and some negativity. That's just, it doesn't really matter. At that point, everybody does have an opinion. But I've been working with young people for 22 years. I started out in high school tutoring young folks in elementary. I taught dance, cheerleading, drill team. I taught Sunday school, praise and worship dance. Like I said, Sunday school, Sunday church, and found my... Hey, everybody. Here's the teacher. You wanted to work as an administrator in the office or office support in the school district, and then I'm here as a substitute teacher. Thank you. I'm so glad you can hear me or can't hear me. Can or can't. Okay. So I just wanted to say, though, in all my 22 years, never have I ever experienced what I experienced this Monday. I've never been attacked by young folks. I love young people. This is why I work with them. I have a heart for them. That young lady attacked me and she went for blood. She took out an inch of my hairline. Worked as an administrator in the office or somebody at the office 3 times. But never in my 22 years working with young people have I ever been attacked. But let me tell you something. Within a month, there has been a teacher that was knocked unconscious with her head kicked in. Twice, 2 teachers. Another teacher got a gun pulled on her. And like I say, I love kids. My husband said, yeah, I spend my own money. I reward good behavior. I let the kids know that they have something to offer the world. They do. Each and every one of them is special in their own way. And the world is waiting for them to share their gifts. But as for me, as much as I love the kids, I cannot somebody at the office 3 times put my life or my livelihood in danger anymore. I will be saying goodbye to this profession. I went to school 3 times for real estate. Oh, yes, I'm being faced with charges as well behind this. And so if I get a charge on my record, there goes my career again, period. I have 4 children. My children would never, you best believe, I raise my kids right. They would never disrespect authority of any kind or an adult. They know to come to me. OnlyFans is out of the question. I'm not that kind of lady. I grew up in church. Okay? But I just wanted to say, I still love the kids. They are our future. But at this point, I cannot put my life or my children's livelihood, nor my family in this situation to where I'm not getting paid. And it may be possible that what I went to pay my money for to go to school for 3 times. Yeah, I did not think that I would be I would not be working in the last 4 weeks of school. I will have more details on what happened. I appreciate everybody that's given their donations to my husband's GoFundMe account. That's awesome. And so many people are leaving the profession. And I'm going to have to wash my hands behind this as well. I can't do this. And I'm not here to talk about what was under my clothes. Okay, that is not even up for discussion. You're hearing it from the teacher right now. I do love kids, but my children's life, please raise your children, spend time with them, love on them, teach them right and wrong. Teach them to respect authority. If you want to keep a job or go into these professional places, you have to follow protocol.
You can live without that phone.
That's right. You can't be on your phone at a job, period. Please.
This story breaks my heart, but I understand. I understand. And thank you for the Cash App. I'm not gonna say your full name, but MB. I'll say the initial. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for supporting the channel. But it's out of control. It's out of control in the schools. Hence, I had to even take my own daughter out because it just became dangerous. It was a matter of her safety at that point. And the teachers are scared. They're scared of the students because they don't know what they have on them, whether it be a weapon or anything. She felt like her life was on the line. And it's true. Like, these kids do not respect authority. You have to raise your kids to have reason and also to respect authority. I know when my daughter was in school, phones were not allowed. And the way that young lady lost it over her phone being taken is a testament as to where our young people's heads are today. And it's so wrapped up in social media and technology. They don't even know how to communicate effectively anymore without going to violence. And they're tuned in to social media, and all you see on every other post is some type of violence. Seriously, my prayers go out to her family. My prayers goes out to her family. She has to change her whole career. Was she a teacher, Deborah? I like it. Okay, I'm homeschooling my 8-year-old nephew. He has music and sports, but it's so not safe anymore. It's not. And my daughter's been doing fine since she's been home. She doesn't have any, she's not as anxious. Yes, we are raising our kids to become adults. We are. It's facts. It's facts. So this story broke my heart because she seems like a lovely lady. And the least of our worries should be what that woman had on underneath her clothes. Seriously. Like, I'm sure she was embarrassed by that. And she, if you look the way she was dressed accordingly as a professional should be. So that should be the least of our worries. We should be worried about these kids and how they're exploding all over the place. All over the place. In violent manners. They do not know how to communicate effectively anymore. And it's because of the technology. They don't have to talk. So I feel like technology has emotionally stunted our children. And it's up to us as parents to kind of put some boundaries up when it comes to the technology so that they're not so dependent on their phones and things like that. So it takes for you to I know in my house, we do no technology when we hang out, so that we're interacting and talking to one another. They are before they even have a chance to live. Yep, these kids are becoming damaged people at a young age. It's so true because they're exposed to so much. There's no limits. I mean, look at the new artists that are coming out now, guys. Like, no regards for communicating effectively. All right, guys. Up next, I want to get into Cardi B and Tasha K. The link is there. Let me know if y'all want to drop the link. And sound off on any of these topics. Please, I want to hear your thoughts. And don't be afraid. I do not bite, okay? I do not bite, I promise. I'm very respectful. And I have respect for everyone's opinions. And although we may not always agree, but we might walk away gaining a new perspective. And that's the whole point of this panel. So shout out to the Jasmine brand for dropping this article. Make sure you guys can see. Great. So Cardi B seeks to seize Tasha K's property to collect $4 million defamation judgment. See, now I'm starting to feel like Tasha playing in our face because I know I reported on a story where she made a post and said that she paid her debt in full. So now you lying to us. I'm telling you, Tasha K trying to get us to pay this bill for her. I'm telling you. But she playing. But Cardi not playing with her. Cardi is not playing with her. And I think Tasha dropped that fake ass apology and talk about she paid the bill in full to troll. But Cardi not playing with her. Let's jump into the article. So it appears that Tasha K will have to cough up $4 million one way or another. Cardi B has reportedly taken another step to acquire the blogger's assets. According to All Hip Hop, a right of execution was issued against Tasha K and Kibi Studios, LLC, in Georgia on Thursday, April 20th. The court judgment allows Cardi B to confiscate Tasha K's property to collect the $4 million defamation verdict. Tasha K, whose actual name is Latasha Kibi, was sued by the Grammy-winning rapper in 2019. In 2022, a jury held Tasha K responsible for defamation, invasion of privacy, and a deliberate infliction of emotional distress. And you know what, Cardi B? Take her ass to the bank because she wouldn't stop. You gave her a lot of chances. Yeah, she's always lying. You gave her a lot of chances to make this right. Now you done wrote yourself a check that you can't cash, Tasha. I said it. Okay, and yes, we all make mistakes. But it's time for you to give it up. And you know, all that equipment, all them cameras, all them wine bottles, they all belong to Cardi. You work for Cardi now. You work for Cardi. But she never learned, y'all. She never effing learned. She never learned because she was at the beach trolling today. Here we go.
I'm scared. And this motherfucker over here bringing a goddamn bell and shit, summoning this nigga here. He done walked out of the goddamn water like he T'Challa coming back from the grave. This motherfucker over here bringing the bell, summoning spirit. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm scared. And this motherfucker over here bringing a goddamn bell and shit, summoning this nigga here. He done walked out of the goddamn.
Hey, Aaron, welcome. Happy Friday. So y'all see, she think it's a game. She think it's a game. You see what it say? In the process of manifesting some money right now. It's not a joke. And Cardi not going to stop. I don't think she going to stop. It's not a joke. So she playing in our faces. And she going to get what she going to get. That's all I got to say about that naughty crew. She going to get what she going to get. But Cardi not playing. She's causing. I think Cardi is going to make her sell everything she owns. I mean, do you think it was worth it, naughty crew? I don't think it was worth it. I would have bowed out gracefully. Seriously. I would have bowed out gracefully. I would have bowed out gracefully. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, fans. Yeah, she is mean. She is mean. But Cardi B done filed a injunction against her. She's calling to seize all her property. All her property. But she, as you can see, she don't take it seriously. She do not take it seriously. And you mean to tell me in the height of all of that, you ain't tuck a few dollars away? Her ego. It is her ego. It is her ego, feds. I'm over it. It ain't my damn bill. Sheesh. But every time we got an update, guys, we going to talk about it. Of what not to do. What not to do. You cannot defame people. All right, guys, up next, let's get into Bambi's apology tour. So, as you all know, Amani, Bambi, and Erica from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta were all trending this week, okay? So Amani was on her live talking to her followers, and somebody asked about Bambi, and all she said was, don't ask me about that lady. Basically, like, this is my live. You do not see me with her, so why are you asking me about it? And I don't think what she said was really wrong, but Bambi got all butthurt behind the situation and started clapping back at an 18-year-old. Make it make sense or whatever. She was going hard. Let us remind you, Bambi, this is your stepdaughter, i.e. your children's sibling. Okay? And she even went as far to leak private conversations between her and Scrappy that he did not know was recorded. Okay? So even Mama D came out. And Mama D been speaking on this situation for the longest. All right? But you know it's bad when Mama D makes sense of everybody. She did the mature higher anarchy thing. That was the proper thing to do, the way she handled it. And she's supportive of her granddaughter. But Bambi, this was not a good look for you, hon. You look real stank and mad. That's how it came off. You look like an evil stepmother, Bambi. And so this is why we're getting an apology tour, Naughty Crew. Okay, let me make it real big for you. Let's get into it together. Shout out to the Shade Room for capturing this footage. Here we go. Take a breath, Naughty Crew. Sharing private moments is never a good look and goes against everything that family stands for. I take full responsibility for my actions. I have been doing my best to hold it together through my divorce. I knew she was going to blame it on the damn divorce. And a few days ago, I was triggered and I responded emotionally and publicly. I'm not proud of it. I apologize to everyone I hurt and disappointed. I'm going to take some time to get it together and work on being my favorite version of myself. It won't be perfect, but it will be me. Boo! I call bull. You trying to save face, girl, because you know you look crazy out here arguing with that 18-year-old. And then you tried to slut shame Erica and try to say that Imani was coming in, talking about she got men running in and out, and she's sleeping with other men while she's pregnant. You're disgusting. You're disgusting, Bambi. And yes, have several seats. Please, we don't want to hear no more for you. And that is my opinion. I don't care. I said it, and I mean what I say. You look like a whole fool out here in these streets, coming after an 18-year-old. Yeah, bye-bye, Bam. Matter of fact, you made me so mad. Every scene on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, I'm going to fast forward on you, okay? Because I don't even want to hear nothing you have to say. And maybe this is all was clout because Love and Hip Hop about to come on. But Bambi, why you ain't had the same smoke for Ciara when she was getting that Scrappy for calling her the B word? That's who you should have trolled. Why you ain't had that same energy for him? Or her? Thank you, guys. I mean, I'm unapologetic, but you put it out here. We want to give our opinion, right, Naughty Crew? Because don't nobody got time for these clout chasers. I'm over it. But Mama D came out and said she's standing by her granddaughter, as she should, okay? I'm going to drop the link just in case anybody want to come up and sound off about these topics because we got so much to talk about. We got into Marcus Houston and his predatory ways, okay? And on how his whole marriage seems a little bit.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Yeah, it's definitely suspicious and weird, his situation. All right. At the end of the day, the girl is an adult. She got a right to marry who she want to marry. You like it, we love it, Marcus, but we're going to keep dragging your ass for your predatory behavior, okay? So you can keep dodging the question, and we're going to be like, boo, boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. Seriously. Go after somebody your own age. You don't want to be held accountable. You like that girl father. It's weird. It's creepy. It's weird and it's creepy. Leave it in the comments, you guys. Well, congratulations are in order. Okay. Congratulations are in order for Miss Nikki, baby. Star of Love and Hip Hop LA. Okay, y'all remember her? She dated Safari briefly. She dated Fizz briefly. And now she done landed her young tenderoni. So Miss Nikki, baby, and shout out to the Neighborhood Talk. She announced she's expecting her first child with 24-year-old boyfriend LeAngelo Ball. So she posted big thank you to People Magazine for giving us this platform to share this wonderful news with the world. My partner and I are excited for the next chapter of our journey as soon to be parents. So congratulations. Hope y'all get married because marriage is important, people. Marriage is important. It's a protection for the children. But I like Miss Nikki, baby. You know, she don't go for all the okie doke and stuff like that. She's a real loyal friend. She comes from an affluent family. They own a string of strip clubs, I believe, in LA or whatever. She also dated Marley, DJ Marley Marl, not Marley Marl from New York, Marley, who is now, I believe, locked up behind some trafficking charges. So she dodged a bullet there. So congratulations, Nikki, baby. We can't wait to see your new bundle of joy. Yes. So guys, shout out to, I want you guys to check out, I'm going to see if I can find it for you guys. Tiana Teller, who I love, and I think she is very underrated as an artist, but she is full of talent, okay? She had an interview with Angie Martinez, and it was so good. Hold on, let me see if I can find it for you guys. It was so good. I think she is so underrated as an artist. I've been following Tiana since her Super Sweet 16 on MTV. Okay. And I knew she was a star there. I knew she was a star then. Because her whole party was like her performance. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna pull it up so you guys to see. I'm glad y'all so blessed. See, the people in my comments be so chill.
That's what gave me strength. I fight for every role. I fight for every blessing. I fight, and I'm willing to do the work. And I fight because I haven't really had many people here to fight for me.
Angie Martinez in Real Life Podcast. This episode and conversation is powered by Duce.
Can we please do a toast and have a nerd?
All right, everybody. Can we start with a toast to the nerd? To the future Academy Award winning Tiana Taylor.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I went to the screening last night. What does everybody tell you after they saw the movie?
Oh my God, they're like literally crying, like, oh my God, you gotta be crying, you did your shit.
I didn't feel like that. You know
Really?
why? You know why?
What you about to say?
No, I didn't feel like that because I expected that from you.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, and that's not to be taken for granted because sometimes
Yeah.
you expect something from somebody and they don't deliver.
Right.
But first of all, hi and welcome to the,
Hey, girl,
the
what's going
podcast.
on?
We're gonna have a little nerd. You like nerds,
Yes,
right?
yes,
I love
I
these.
love
We're gonna have a little nerd in the toast.
I also think because you know my story and what I've been through.
And I know how dope you are, so it's not surprising to me that you're this dope in the movie.
Right. But I don't even think necessarily, I think that's a lot of people's tears, but also just like the storyline and like what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But for like people that has been in my life and know me, know.
So Tiana has a new movie coming out. It's called 1001. I believe you could get it on YouTube. I have to find what other platforms. Yes, she is so beautiful, but I don't think she gets the credit she deserves for her music because she's very, very talented. She sings, she dances, she acts. Like, she's a powerhouse. She's a mother. She has a healthy marriage and things like that. And in this interview, she touched on how she was raised by strong women. She got into her trust issues. She got into how she was treated in the music industry and how she has anxiety. She was very raw and vulnerable in this interview. I'll leave the link in my description box so you can go and check it out. I just wanted to show you a little briefing of where you can find it. Love her, love her, love her a long time. And here at Knotty Love Movement, Tiana Taylor, we recognize the amazing woman you are. And we're here to give you your flowers. Hey, Juby Buggin! Happy Friday! So I just wanted to direct y'all so y'all could go check that out on your own. It wasn't even a part of my lineup, but it just popped into my mind or whatever. And I always am meaning to mention her because I love her. I love everything she stands for. And she's a strong. All right, so up next, let's see. I'm going to save this story for last. I want to get into this IG model that is claiming that she had a baby by Lil Baby. And just not too long ago, she was claiming she had a baby by Little Durk. Let's try to dissect this, Nighty Crew. Make sure y'all hitting that like, subscribe, and that bell button so you can be notified when I update content to my channel. Okay, here we go. So IG model Delisha Key shares alleged DNA test that reveals Little Baby being her son's father. So here's the DNA test. That's how they look. And here's the baby. Okay. So, they're claiming that these DNA results are Photoshop. So here's the real one, and here's the fake one, if you will. And I'm here to say, girl, you see, here's a close-up. So they're saying all of this is fake. Lil Baby's real name, I guess, is Romello Jones. And it's in Spanish. But they're saying she also claimed, she recently claimed she was pregnant by Lil Durk. Let me tell you something. These pregnancy tests, you can buy them right off of Amazon. Positive. Period. This proves nothing. So, fellas, before you get trapped up, get a blood test. Okay? Anybody could doctor documents and post it. It proves nothing. And my thing is, girl, if you so real, if these results are so real, why are we posting it on the internet? Why aren't we going down to the courthouse, opening up a child support case? I'm just saying that would seem to be the next natural steps, right? F proving it to the world, prove it for your child in the court of law. But it doesn't look good that you have a track record. Sounds like you were smashing a bunch of rappers without using protection. You don't know who your baby daddy is. And Shane, that's on you. That's egg in your face. Like, protect yourself. I'm sorry. I will never ever rapper without protection. I mean, Seriously. People, I mean, women got to be responsible for their bodies. Seriously. I'm just like, I'm so tired of these clout chases coming out. Like, if that's really your baby daddy, go down to the courts and work that out. Because people, what the people from the internet going to do? You what you want, some cash apps? You want people to feel sorry for you? Use condoms. Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. And we gonna leave it there. The baby cute though. It's sad because his mama ain't got no damn sense. The baby cute though. The baby real cute. Poor baby. Don't even know who his daddy is because mama was slinging it and swinging it everywhere. This is why you see this big dunk-a-dunk. All they want to do is bounce on it. All they want to do is bounce on it. That's all they want to do. Oh my gosh. These young chicks, they get on my nerves. But here, little baby's other baby mom, okay, like he don't got enough of a collection, is also speaking out, saying, oops, little baby's BM Aisha shows off her snatch waist after fans call her big in her latest interview. Is not giving chunky ever.
But anyway, and the turtleneck on, so maybe I gave chunky. And excuse my voice, I lost my voice completely, and it's just coming back. But I saw some comments. I was like, oh my god.
Who cares?
I said I'd never dream about going back there. When I dream about just my knight in shining armor, it's not him.
Okay, gotcha.
It's not like, oh, he's gonna come and save the day. I think I'm beyond that, which is probably a big reason why I'm able to be mature about certain situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because when you still have a certain attachment and certain feelings,
the pettiness come out.
Yeah, it comes with it, because it's like, I mean, but to be honest, it's hard.
So this is little baby. This is one of his baby mamas that he claimed. The other one he claimed is Jada Waiter. Okay, he claimed the ones he want to claim. It's stupid, the body shaming, because you know what? You never know what life is going to deal you where you'll end up getting some deformities or gaining weight and this and that. As women, as we get older, you tend to put on a little weight. It's just like so stupid. But the main reason why I wanted to show this clip, because the last girl, she claiming little baby is her baby daddy, and I'm showing he claimed his baby mamas. He claimed his baby mamas, but she don't even want him. She don't want him no more. She said, I've matured, I've grown, I've outgrown that bed hopping, or whatever. I ain't even going to knock little baby because he do take care of his kids. He do. And he's a very giving person. He loves to give back. So I ain't going to completely say he a complete boy or whatever. But these chicks, they do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. They'll pin babies on you. They'll put diseases on you. They'll do anything. They'll do anything. And I'm just here to say, ladies, stop sleeping with these rappers without condoms. You don't know where they think been. All right, up next, we're going to get into Chloe Belly, guys. We're going to get into Chloe Belly. As you all know, her album just dropped, and it just didn't do as well as people anticipated. Her first week sales were like 10,000 units or something like that. And so the internet has been dragging her and Beyonce. They feel like Beyonce didn't do enough to promote her project and things like that. And as far as I know, like Beyonce is like just like a mentor or something like that. So she recently had an interview with the Breakfast Club. And of course, they messy asses, Charlamagne and what's the other light skinned boy? I can't think of his name. Yeah, they messy. Here we go.
Shut up, man. Ladies and gentlemen,
Did you
an internet
listen?
troll,
Let me.
yo.
Did you download the album?
I streamed it.
He's a
Okay.
liar.
Okay. So what was your favorite song?
Exactly. Ooh, good question. Now you got it. Now you got it. Okay.
You keep wanting to
I just
throw
heard
him
all
under the
songs that y'all
bus.
said.
Nope. Tell me your favorite
but
song.
You know what? I'm a DJ, so I play the records in the club. So I
So
play
which
Have
one?
Mercy in the club.
Which one did you play from In Pieces?
That's right.
Because Have Mercy
Yeah.
isn't on In Pieces. It
Yeah,
might be on the
you
deluxe,
didn't
but
even
not
know
that.
that.
Thank
You didn't
you.
even know that.
Caught.
Yeah.
Chloe Bailey, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
I know the record. I want to hear.
It's just always better to be honest, right? If you haven't listened to it, you haven't listened to it. That's it. She caught him out there. Hold on, let me get the rest of the interview because she has so much more to say. Oh, it might be in my other folder. But she caught him out there. Never nice to lie. If you have not listened to it, just say that. Just say it, Naughty Crew. Just say it. Be honest. So she checked Envy, which one thing I like about Chloe, she's very confident with who she is, even though people may not always agree with her. Hold on. People are saying like she's like over sexualized and everything. And I just think she's a performer. Seriously. I just think she's a performer. But I appreciate her speaking up. Here we go.
Of B, and she supported my sis and I since we had our little locks on YouTube. So it's all love over here. I love her.
No, the internet felt like Beyonce should have done more in regard to promoting your album.
How did that make you feel? Because I know you're on. You watch your social media, so I'm sure
Yeah.
you've seen you trending, and they were saying Beyonce didn't post it, and
Yeah.
because Beyonce didn't, everybody's into this. Like if it's your birthday, nobody posts your birthday. It's the same thing. They said that Beyonce didn't post it, and people were talking about. How did that make you feel?
Of course, when people talk anything negative about me, it's going to hurt my feelings. But I was like, at least they're talking, and at least people go listen to the project. And as much as people try to bring up numbers and things like that, I'm trending every other day.
Facts.
Marketing can't buy that. A label can't buy that. So people care enough to constantly have my name in their mouth. So I'm doing something right. And, if it was real, what people were saying, my tours wouldn't be sold out.
That's
People
right.
wouldn't be singing word for word on the album I just dropped a week and a half ago. So that's what I have to switch my perspective to, instead of allowing others and people who aren't doing anything with themselves or their lives dim my light.
How did that make you feel? Because I know you're on.
So Twitter goes in on Beyonce and accuses her of failing to support Chloe Bailey and her new album. She thinks she above promoting anything. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Beyonce responsible for this? Like, some people don't pop right away. It takes time to gain an audience. And I like her confidence, seriously. And I think she's going to win ultimately. She is trending a lot. People are always talking about her. So I ain't mad. I am not mad. But oops, okay. Beyonce's dance captain actually responds to liking posts about singer not supporting Chloe's album. Oops. Okay, there she is. What do you think her boss is going to feel about that? I think people put too much into likes, shares, comments, this and that, or whatever. But she is like, oh, saying it's a mistake. It could be a mistake, you know. It could be a mistake, but that's just not a good look for your boss. Yes, you be bugging. Beyonce is busy. Chloe needs to learn to be busy her damn self. I think she's booked and busy. She was in Swarm. I thought she did a great job in that. People were appalled by the sex scene, but that's acting. Okay, at least she did it with a good looking dude. Yeah, she built her own, and I don't think she wants to be in Beyonce's shadow. I really don't. Now, I have not listened to the album per se, but I plan on listening to it. I'll hear it. I'm gonna see what I like about it. From some critiques that I've heard is they don't like the order of the music, but the music is good or whatever. And it's just like, stop tearing people down. Like, she's successful in her own right, as she said. All right, guys. Sydney Star is up next. This she gets on my nerves. I don't like what she does. She's very clout chasey, and this girl will go on any show that will have her. She was even on a plastic surgery show. It was on Lifetime. It's like Plastic Surgeons of Atlanta or something like that. So now she's doing like Black China and melting all her. Yeah, so I'm paying for it. Oh, okay. That's what it is. She removing fat and lightening her skin. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all care? Because I can't stand her. I know. I wouldn't want to be in Beyonce's shadow either. That's some big shoes to fill, but Beyonce's her own brand. But this clout chaser right here will do anything to trend. Let me know if y'all want to talk about it or not, because I really don't care, to be quite honest. Sydney, like, we don't care. I don't care how many injections. Until you get your assignment surgery, we're not going to take you seriously. Woo! I got a sad story, you guys. It took place in New Jersey, and I really feel bad about this. Exactly, those injections. No matter what you're going to do, like, you still not going to be full-blown woman like us, okay? This next story, I'm going to just give you a trigger warning, but I want to talk about it because it happened in New Jersey. It just dropped this evening, and I'm just sad for this family, okay? Let's just say that, but...
New Jersey, a mother and her 9-year-old daughter killed in their home. And tonight, family members say a relative has been arrested. New Jersey reporter Tony Yates is live in Roselle with our lead story tonight. Tony, this is such a sad and disturbing story.
Incredible. It's just horrifying. You know, we spoke to Tasha Scott. They call her the strongest voice in the family right now with such a tragedy. She says the family was frantically searching for Keisha Morrison and her young daughter, Kelsey, yesterday when they finally got the call from police.
We found the car, Keisha's car, and we located Roy Morrison. He has been detained. Unfortunately, Kelsey and Keisha are deceased.
Tasha Scott says her brother Gary is loving that he adored his wife Keisha, their daughter Kelsey, and the rest of their older children. A blended family. She says giving was in his heart, which is why she says he did not hesitate to let his half-brother, Roy Morrison, live in his basement for 2 years because he was down on his luck. But the family says all that turned ugly when the couple's older daughters and their mother expressed concern.
I can't go into detail exactly what occurred, But I can tell you that she was not comfortable, and neither were my 3 nieces anymore with him being in the home, in the basement. She said she wanted him out. He said he would leave before the end of the month, but he didn't. He didn't leave. He murdered them.
We are awaiting official word of any charges from the Union County Prosecutor's Office. Everett Morrison, we can say, was taken into custody yesterday in Maryland. Gary Morrison discovered the bodies of his wife and daughter Keisha in an upstairs bedroom after older siblings called their father, reporting they had seen blood on the walls, that they were hiding in the house at West 7th Avenue and Pine Street.
He tried to get my brother to go downstairs in the basement. He kept on saying to my brother, come talk to me in the basement. My brother said, I can't talk to you in the basement. I need to see what's going on.
According to the family, that's when he discovered his wife and child wrapped in sheets and stuffed under a bed. By that time, the family says the brother took off in his sister-in-law's car. Kelsey was just 9 years old. Her birthday was this coming Sunday.
New Jersey, a mother and her 9-year-old daughter.
This is just a tragedy. This is just a testament of the state of mind that people are in. I believe, and this is just of my opinion, he violated one of them little girls. And they was about to out him. Because why else would you go to those extreme measures? What are you trying to keep from coming out? My prayers go out to this family. You got to be careful who you bring into the house, into your house. Quite honestly, me, I don't want anybody living with me. I don't want that responsibility. It's sad. And now this young girl and her mom are gone too soon because of his sick mental illness. It's sad. I'm going to keep my eyes on this story. This happened in Roselle. It's crazy because my first vending event is in Roselle. It's just sad. It's just sad. But people are sick. Be careful who you let stay with you, whether it be family, a friend, because you don't know people until you really live with them. I'm telling you, I had a roommate from hell. A whole single black female situation or whatever. And so hence, I'm not letting nobody else come and live with me. Because she has some issues. And I know her for years. Our kids went to the same school together and things like that. But when she moved in, she turned into a whole nother beast. A whole nother beast. Woo! Let's see. All right. The next story I want to get into. Tory Lanez has spoken out from prison, you guys. Okay. We're going to give him a chance. We're going to see what our brother got to say. Okay? And choke no joke, he has a live that's going right now. Well, he went live earlier saying there's new video footage coming out showing that he is not the actual shooter. But let's get into this audio and we'll go from there. Shout out to the Neighborhood Talks for catching this.
Dear George Gascon, I write this message with the utmost humility, love, and respect for the remarkable steps that you've taken in regards to fighting for the justice of black and brown minorities. Today I take a stance. As an innocent black man, wrongfully convicted of a crime I did not commit, I've watched 2 district attorneys from your office by the names of Kathy Tarr and Alex Bott unlawfully misuse their authority to hide and suppress any and all exculpatory evidence that exonerates me and furthers my innocence. I was completely robbed and deprived of a fair trial. So on May 8th, my lawyers will be arguing a motion for a new trial. Not only do I owe it to myself to fight for my freedom, but I owe it to my 6-year-old child, my family, my fans, and most importantly, the hundreds and thousands of black and Hispanic minorities that cannot adequately fight for themselves. For 3 years, the prosecution has manipulated a false narrative that has left me with no choice but to expose the practices, the behind-door deals, and the unjust system that was used to illegally convict me and countless other minorities. Dear George Gascon, I write this message with the utmost humility, love, and We elected you because of your outstanding eminence and making fair and correct judgments in the justice for people of color. So, Mr. Gascon, I come to you today as a wrongfully convicted black man, not asking for sympathy nor compassion, but for you to simply do what is fair and right in the laws of California, and most importantly, in the eyes of God. We elected you because of your outstanding eminence and making fair and correct judgments in the justice for people of color. So, Mr. Gascon, I come to you today as a wrongfully convicted black man, not asking for sympathy nor compassion, but for you to simply do what is fair and right in the laws of California, and most importantly, in the eyes of God. We elected you because
So there was a tweet posted, until my court date, I'll be posting the outrageous and disgusting injustices used against me by the prosecution to get the conviction they so desperately wanted, despite the evidence they knew existed. Everyone, please let what's this guys come for louder. I guess that's the judge's name. Know that I deserve my freedom and a fair trial. If this injustice can happen to me, it's happening to so many more minorities that don't have the finances or voice to speak up. What do you guys think? Y'all gonna have to go over to Choke No Joke. He is alleging that is another tape. There's another tape that proves that he was not the shooter. Well, you know what, Tory? That is what the appeals process is for. That is what it's for. And I thank God you got the funds
of your outstanding eminence
to fight your appeal. Okay, Miss Bug says, please extradite this man to Canada. This is not your home, sir. It's not. It's not. I don't know. I just say, let the evidence speak for itself. Right now, sir, you are a convicted felon in the eyes of the law in the United States. So he could keep copping pleas if you want. He's been convicted. He's been convicted. Oh, boy. This is just exhausting. All right, JT from the City Girls is trending. She's trending because she called him ugly. Let me see. Let me see if I can catch the video. Yeah, she called this dude ugly, and he didn't like it. Here it is. Shout out to Ken and Barbie for this. JT isn't ready to play with Lil Uzi alter ego Leslie Chow when a fan commented under a post about Uzi new identity that JT was bringing the City Girls down. JT proceeded to call their baby ugly and mentioned their deceased baby father. Let me see. So here's JT's post. She says, y'all really taking the City Girls down. And she says, that baby looks like finesse 2 times. Please leave me alone. I'm not bothering no one. Hold on. Oh, here's what she says. Ugly baby and dead father. JT don't care. She don't care. That's what she always gonna respond with. I don't care. Oh, so child, understand people don't like ways of child, but child, don't give a F, child, rich and never look back. Suck my monkey tail, Leslie out. They childish. They childish. They childish. But I don't know. You think she being mean? Thank God, right? He from another country. He ain't one of ours. He ain't one of ours. All right, so Coi Leray and LATTO are trending. Okay, so LATTO just performed her new song at Coachella, and she kind of threw jabs at Nicki Minaj, and she also threw jabs at Coi Leray. All right, shout out to the Neighborhood Talks. Let me see if I can catch the beginning. So Coi responded, let me see. She said, these itches want to be like the ninjas so bad. Y'all want to have rap beef so bad. Exactly. And that's what I'm tired of. Like, we do not have to do this. So Coi says, anybody that talks about my body wants my body like real bad. Let's fight. Okay. So she basically was trying to body shame her. So she says, LATTO, bye. Here you go, talking about my body. Please do not come on here and talk about nobody body. LOL, like seriously. Out of all things, this is what the line was for LATTO. Laughing my ass off. You blunt my size. Laughing my ass off. This shit is never ending. And so LATTO basically, her lyric in the song was referring to someone's blunt being the same size as Coi Leray. The body shaming has to stop, people. And last time I checked, LATTO, you got your body done. You got to build the body. And I love Coi Leray because she repping for the petite girls, okay? And I think she reps well. She owns her physique. She's a petite girl. And beautiful. And LATTO, you are equally as beautiful, but when you do things like this, it's ugly. It makes you look ugly. So the girls are trolling and people are upset that she's body shaming. But I think she's doing it because her career is kind of struggle right now. Okay. I think it's a lot harder now in the music industry, being that you have the social media monetization of it all, that aspect. I love Coi Leray. Like, she is coming up. She is doing her thing in the industry. And she's original. She don't sound like anybody else. She got her own sound. So, you know what? I just hate that they're falling into the typical stereotype of female rappers beefing. They tried it with Roxanne Shante when all the girls came out, like NC Light and all like that. They tried to put everybody up against them. They tried it with Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown. They tried it with Nicki Minaj and Lil' Kim. And the list keeps going on. And quite frankly, that narrative is old. Because you know what? I'd much rather these ladies, rather than them trend on Twitter for doing something stupid like this, I'd rather get in the studio and collab. I think they can make some dope music together. It's enough for everybody to go around. Why does it have to be a competition? It's a lot. It's a lot. All right. You know, here at Knotty Love Movement, we love to talk about and discuss mental health wellness. So shout out to the Shade Room for dropping this footage. But rapper Designer says that he is admitting himself into a facility for help with his mental health after revealing himself on a plane. Okay, so I'm glad that he recognized that he need help. This is important. Before you spiral out of control, it's important to recognize when your symptoms are when you're going downhill with your symptoms. So he says he is admitting himself into a facility for help with his mental health. The rapper is canceling all of his shows and previous obligations until further notice after apparently revealing himself on an international flight over the weekend. So according to TMZ, designer was scolded by a flight attendant and met by law enforcement once the plane landed. In a statement shared to the outlet, designer says that while overseas for a concert, he had been admitted into a hospital because he was not thinking clearly. He explains that he was given medication before getting on the plane to head home. So maybe he had like a bad reaction. That can happen. Right? Right? Stop these shame natural bodies. She jealous. Because people are receiving her without having all of that. And watch. Years from now, LATTO will be going live talking about how she had to get her butt injections removed and how it affects her body. All right. We talked about Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes and everything, and his former bandmate coming out about the things he's saying about dating older women and them being coming with a bunch of baggage. All right. So I appreciate him for standing up for Black women. All right. Up next, we have Hazel E's estranged husband, Devon Walker, calls her out for requesting alimony payments in their divorce. Now, Hazel E, you know you was his sugar mama. You know you took care of that man. We do anything for clout. We do anything for clout. We do anything for clout. Yep, they do anything for clout. Let me make this big for y'all. Let's see what old Devon got to say. He said, difference. Let me see. Hold on. My eyes are bad, you guys. This is you never pay for what you want. You want to do it for promo. You want alimony from me. That's what you put on the divorce papers. You're a clown. Go get tested with your HOE self. You need to try and be a good role model for our daughter. You can't, though. Things are changing, Nasal E. You're an op for life. You could never be in the same room as me. You're canceled, shorty. That's why you selling pee now. Woo! Shots fired. So he also says, you big mad. My lawyers hit you up today, LOL, because you can't cook for nothing. Never have cooked for me. All you eat is dry food. Get a life. You big mad. You got them divorce papers from both of my lawyers. You hoping it'll come back. You're right. Not even if God came back. Taya-ish. The lies continue, smiling in my hair. Here's the proof of Hazel E asking me for alimony. But if I was broke, why are you asking me for alimony? Like, what? You really need to work at the circus, shorty. Then he goes on to say, she don't know how to shut up and keep my name out of mouth. Can't keep Ish off the internet. So we going in now. Enough is enough. Want all the smoke, Nasal E. Tell her to show proof of me asking her for anything from her. I'll wait. I never needed Ish from your burnt out self. So they going in. They going in, y'all. They are going in. They going in. This is sad because they daughter gonna see this. They both narcissists, if you ask me. And they both clout chasing each other. Let me know if y'all care, Naughty Crew. It's like, take it off the internet. We don't care that much. So Michelle Obama, she shared her thoughts on marriage. So let's hear what she got to say. I think she'll be a breath of fresh air after all the topics we just discussed.
Marriage is hard.
Yeah.
And a lot of young people quit on marriage over things that are just a part of the commitment.
Yes.
We've been married for 30 years.
I know.
You know, if I fell out with him for 10 and we had great 20 years, I'd take those odds anytime. But we glamorize marriage. And in this day and age, marriage is more about the dress and the dresses, and the proposal and the honeymoon and all the stuff around it. And young people aren't ready for the real of marriage. So I think, once again, it's incumbent upon us, people who have had successful marriages, to be really honest about the fact that making a commitment to be with someone means you compromise, and compromise ain't always fun. Marriage is hard.
She's picking, she dropping jewels. Marriage is hard, and both parties have to be willing to work at it. Seriously. And it's a lot of compromising. I really can respect it coming from her being married as long as she is, but you could tell she just values herself, and you could tell Obama respects her, even though they trying to put rumors on my dude talking about he is gay. Like, show proof, people. Show proof. All right. So thank you, Michelle Obama, for dropping those jewels. Okay, she's got another book dropping, and I will check it out. I bought her first book. I did, and it was decent. I think that's all I got, Naughty Crew. I'm tired. And I don't got enough energy. I don't have enough energy to talk about Christian Rock and Blueface. I just don't. I don't even care no more. Y'all bore me now. Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. Let us know when the baby born. I know I'm interested to see what kind of parents they gonna be, because I see him with his other 2 kids, and I wouldn't have got knocked up by him. He disrespects Jaden on a regular basis when it comes to parenting. It's ridiculous. Like, it's just like, grow up already. You a whole man child. Like, ugh. But you know who created that monster? His mama. Clarissa. She created that monster. So, Christian, strap up. You only at the beginning, honey. Okay, wait till that baby come and he running around cheating with everybody else, because you're gonna be all stretched out. He ain't gonna want it no more, because it ain't tight. Well, I appreciate all of y'all joining me. I hope y'all enjoyed these trending topics. We're gonna leave it in the comments at this point. Your girl is tired and I gotta go get dressed for this party or whatever. I love all of y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. You're going to catch me vlogging. Also, I have a photo shoot coming up. My girl Jazz, shout out to Jazz. She's going to do a photo shoot for me so I could get more professional shots or whatever. So I want to take you guys on this journey, because my cousin Dee Dee, she is going to style me. She's going to come here from Philly next week. So I'm going to take you guys shopping with us while we look for my looks and stuff like that. And then also, I'm going to let you get sneak peeks at the photo shoot or whatever. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited about it. Also, I have an upcoming event in May 28th. I'm going to be out there selling my head wraps and things like that. So we have a lot coming up. I'm going to post the Unity flyer, because that's what the festival is called. It's called the Unity Festival. I'm going to post it on my community wall. So please make sure y'all all hitting that like, subscribe, and that bell button, and you're sharing my content on your different social media platforms. And I appreciate all my new subs and all my support thus far. I really, really do. The channel is really growing. I like the speed that we're growing at. And I just appreciate you all for receiving my message and coming in and supporting me and having conversations. So I'm not sitting here talking to myself. You know, in the beginning, that's how it was, you know, until people who knew who I was. But I'm excited because I feel like we're going to grow from here. It's just only going to get bigger and better. Also, we're working on the Naughty Crew Live podcast, please go over to subscribe. I think it's a couple of videos up, but we're working on putting together the first show and all the legalities behind the scene. And I'm hoping by like June or July, we'll be able to air our first episode. So we're going to do the podcast once a week, every Friday. It's called Knotty Crew Live. We're going to focus on the hip hop industry, music, things like that. We're going to have live ciphers. We're going to have poetry slams and things like that on that channel. So this is a place where we can kind of let our hair down and have fun. So that's all I have for you, Knotty Crew. And to all my haters, and I want to say thank you in case I don't thank you enough. I love y'all too. I embrace my haters. I don't care what y'all say. I embrace my haters. Because if you embrace your haters, they may end up loving you. Okay? I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And if nobody told you they love you, I love you. Until next time, Knotty Crew, I'm out. 1